to see. Dear ladies, you're simply my cup of tea. Your style full of grace, your ribbons and lace, your elegant flair dazzle my eyes. You're in a club, you're dear ladies, the years cannot dim your charm. Dear ladies, a love is a clearly perfection in a pure cushion tea. For you're as dear as good a lady can be.
We are ladies, a breed that is rare today. Our ideals, unchangeable come what may. We may seem old-fashioned, but we both agree that we're as with it as two ladies can be.
And it was at this moment, in her strife-torn life, that our beloved Boudica, ladies and gentlemen, descended with her army on the Roman garrison towns of Camulodunum and Verulamium, the present-day St. Albans. And there they burned down all the buildings, slaughtered all the men, and did much worse things to other people who were there. And it was as inevitable, you see, under the circumstances, that Suetonius Paulinus, the Roman governor, made haste from Wales and crushed poor Boudica and her valiant warriors. Now, you'll be asking yourselves, what was the effect of this defeat on the great and good Queen of the Iceni? Well, that, I'm afraid, is a long, long story. But to cut it short, Queen Boudica took poison and died, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hinge, for that unique address. Now, any questions? Yes, Mrs. Shanks.
Shall I serve the tea?
Oh, would you do, please, dear? Yes, I think we could all do with a little refreshment. Now, are there any other questions? No, I thought not. Dr. Hinge's talk on Boadicea, as we all know her, was a little exhaustive. Well, now, the vote of thanks. Who is going to give the vote of thanks? Ah, Donald, yes. Vicar? Vicar?
And we will now sing in number and in those fields.
Oh, no, you won't, Donald. It's the vote of thanks, dear.
Oh, yes, yes, of course. Yes, well, now, let me see. Well, what a stimulating evening we have had. Our speaker has given us a most illuminating lecture and taught us a great deal, I'm sure, about the fascinating life of her subject. So, on behalf of all the members of the Old Stacton Society, may I say thank you very much. Dame Hilda Brackett.
Thank you, Vicar, for those few well-chosen words. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Mrs. Shanks. If you will bear with me for a few moments, I'd just like to check my notes, because I have one or two important items to tell you about. Now, first of all, the next meeting of the Old Stactonian Society. This will again be addressed by Dr. Evadne Hinge, whose talk next month is entitled, intriguingly, oh, yes, Caligula, the Misunderstood Roman. Sounds fascinating. Now, that meeting is going to be held here in the church hall as usual, but not on the first Wednesday in the month. Now, to accommodate the ladies' gas circle seminar, Cooking with Electricity, we are moving our monthly meeting and get-together to the third Tuesday in the month, except for next month, when it is going to be here on the second Friday. This is, of course, because on the first Saturday, we shall be gathering on the green behind the church for the unveiling of the statue of the remarkable woman about whom we have learnt so much here tonight, Queen Boadicea. Well, now, ladies, gentlemen, to graver matters. It pains me to have to tell you this, but due to circumstances beyond my control, unlikely as that may seem, we have been forced to increase the price of a cup of tea by 1 pence, or 1p, as some of you modernists like to put it. Now, I'm sorry to have to say this to you, but somebody here is guilty of taking more than their normal share of sugar lumps.
I hadn't realized that Boudica was a daughter of Stackton.
Ah, well, now, Vicar, it hasn't definitely been established that she was born here. However, her late husband, Prasutagus, was definitely a local man, and so I think one can safely assume that Boudica the Brave was born somewhere within a radius of, oh, say, 300 miles in either direction from this very spot. Remarkable.
Oh, yes. Boadicea was a local girl. There's no doubt about it.
And what a splendid achievement to have raised sufficient funds for the statue.
Oh, we haven't got there yet, Donald. Oh, not by a long way, dear, no. I'm afraid that extra penny on their cup of tea was just a wicked ploy on my part to swell the funds. Evadne doesn't even take sugar.
No.
I trust I shall be forgiven.
I'm certain of it, Dame Hilda.
Seems to be clouding over.
And how much exactly has been raised so far, may I ask?
You may indeed, dear.
Enough to buy a lovely piece of Suffolk granite.
Oh, so this is to be a symbolic representation of the great queen?
No, indeed, Donald. It will look exactly like Boudica herself.
Yes, indeed. Evadne will sculpt, and I shall pose.
Oh, excuse me, my shoelace. Yes, I hadn't realized, Evadne, that you were a dab hand with the chisel.
Well, Donald, modesty forbids, but I must confess that in my early days I did attend the occasional life class.
She didn't learn very much.
So you're a real little Henry Moore, eh?
Henry Moore. Now, wasn't he married to that extraordinary woman who insisted on walking everywhere? What's her name? Bobby Moore. Barbara Moore.
No. You're thinking of the sculptress woman, Barbara Hepworth.
Oh, yes, of course, she made a fortune on the side, too, in gents' outfitting.
No. That was Barbara Hutton.
Oh, the cricketer's daughter.
That's right, of course, her name wasn't Barbara. It was Audrey.
Audrey Hepworth?
Yes, the film star.
Ah, no, I was thinking of Audrey Beardsley, the artist.
Oh, that's right, Aubrey Hepworth. Catherine Hepworth's father.
Mother, surely, dear.
Oh, I don't think so. No, of course, she was in The African King with Jack Bogart.
Oh, yes. About boats and things, wasn't it?
That's right, yes. I rather enjoyed it, I thought. Did you know, incidentally, that he was very friendly with Nellie Wallace?
Who? No, I didn't. Oh,
Yes. Well, apparently it was a much talked about thing about the old varieties.
did he draw her?
Well, he tried to, but his hand was very shaky. She would not move the car.
Was
Yes, I think I've got it.
It's a bit small, isn't it? Need a telescope to see that.
Hilda, you're being difficult. You know perfectly well this is a scale model. The actual sculpture, needless to say, will be life-size.
Well, it doesn't look anything like me.
It's supposed to look like you. It's supposed to look like Boudica.
Doesn't look anything like her either.
Well, no, not yet. I haven't done the features yet.
Oh, I see. So that's when you'll be wanting me to act as your model.
Well, yes.
I say, oh, I'll just go and get that. It's probably only a bit teddy, dear. All right. And don't touch my plums. Coming. Stacton 295. Dame Hilda Brackett speaking. the bugle offices. Hello, it's the editor. Hello, Cedric. Hello, dear. This is Auntie Phyllis speaking. Oh, I'm so glad you liked this week's piece. Ah, bless you. Enchanté. Well, I just drew on my own experiences, you see, backed up by a modicum of common sense. Nice of you to say so. But let's be honest. I've been sharing my home for the past 30 years with one of the saddest cases in life that we know. So I think I can safely say I know what I'm talking about, yes. Yes. Well, Cedric, I put myself in your hands, dear. That wasn't quite what I meant, Cedric. You want what? Longer one? Longer one. Oh, you want a longer piece. A longer piece for this week. Yes, yes. Who's Paulie, dear? Yes, well, I know of him. I mean, I've never met him. I've seen his name in print, yes. Oh, has he, Paulie? Oh, dear, trouble with the aphids. Yes. Be very nasty, that. Oh, well, you see, of course, I'd never have gone in there without gloves on in the first place. Hose them down, yes, he could. Well, it might cause flooding in other areas, but anyway, yes. Yes. Yes, but I mean, you see, anybody with a smattering of general knowledge, you see, knows that too much rough handling only leads to bruising. Yes, well, he would, wouldn't he? Yes. Well, I'll see if I can come up with something in the next couple of days. So you want about 2 paragraphs just for the gardening page, plus yes. All right, dear. And I'm delighted you like the other. Well, it's so nice to know it's gone down well. Yes. Bless you, Cedric. Well, I must dash, dear, and get back to my plums. No, I said my plums, Cedric. But very nice of you to ask, anyway. I worry about that boy, I do really. I wonder if his mother knows he's like that.
What was that all about?
Nothing, dear, nothing at all.
Nothing?
No, nothing. It was a wrong number. Yes.
Hilda Brackett, you are fibbing.
No. Now, have you seen my pie funnel anywhere? I've got a pie funnel somewhere, and I need it for... Thank you very much. Now, dear, I haven't got time to spend chatting to you all day. I've got a lot of things to do. And I want you to clear all your toys off the kitchen table, please. Rome wasn't built in a week, you know.
No, you're right. I've got a lot to attend to myself.
Yes.
In fact, it's time I got off to my studio and started work. Can I expect you there later?
Yes, you can indeed, dear. Yes, I'll be there later. I've just got to finish this and then pop along to the post.
What with?
What, this? Yes, this. I'm taking it to the post. Yes.
You're posting a plum pie.
Yes, that's right.
Who to?
Teddy and Peggy.
Who else? Yes.
Yes, quite.
I'm correct in assuming you are posting a plum pie to Teddy and Peggy.
I am indeed, yes.
Why?
Yes. Well, you want to know why? Yes, it goes back a long way, actually.
I'm sure.
The war years. Yes.
Oh.
D-Day, in fact. Somebody gave Teddy one in the trenches.
Oh.
And made such an impression on him, he likes to relive it every year. This year it was Peggy's turn, but she's not up to it.
Oh, I see.
And they asked Min, but she couldn't rise to the occasion. No, so I'm doing it instead.
I don't believe a word of it. What a load of nonsense. You're up to something. I know the symptoms. You are plotting something. There is something lurking in that devious, cunning mind of yours. Well, don't think I won't find out what it is, because I will. Just when you think you are least observed, there I shall be, lurking behind the telegraph pole, finding out what you are up to. And may I say, Boudica, in her worst moments, would never have sunk so low.
She probably didn't like plums anyway. nuts baked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Now, Rick Fallon's bugle house ice is stacked and lovely. All right, there you go. It's one of your better ones, Hilda.
Hilda, could I have you down here just for a moment, please?
Oh, wait a minute, dear. I'll just go and put my woad on. Oh. I do so like to come on to music. Haydn, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
Handel.
No. It's Hinge. Pure, unadulterated. Yes.
I thought I'd heard it before.
Well, you haven't. No, I've just composed it specially for the unveiling ceremony on Saturday. As I envisage it, you see, the massed corners of the stacked and silver band will burst into my fanfare just at the very moment when I'm about to unveil my masterpiece to the public.
Well, I'm very sorry to disappoint you, dear, but there will be no massed cornets or band at the unveiling.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Oh. Oh, well, never mind. I'll put it aside. It'll come in handy for Harvest Festival.
And if there is to be an unveiling, I think it should be me that does it.
You?
Yes, I know. Well, after all, dear, I am president of the Old Stacton Society. I did raise funds for said statue. I did model for same. You are merely the sculptress. And there won't be any unveiling unless you can find a man to put it up for you.
You may be surprised to learn I got hold of a man just this morning.
Thought you were looking pleased with yourself. So that's all your little problem solved, is it?
Well, most of them, yes.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee, dear, please.
Cream?
No, black, please. Thank you, dear. Oh,
That's the
Never been a
bugle.
bugle.
The bugle.
it's all right. I'll go. Oh, 2 copies. Oh, we must have got someone else's.
No, this one's mine.
Hilda, such wanton extravagance.
No, look, top corner, you see, complimentary.
Who's been giving you a free one?
Never mind. You don't know everything, you know. You think you know, but you don't.
Apparently not.
Oh, I say. I've made the front page with my statue. Oh. Yeah. Have you got to page 7 yet?
Funnily enough, I have, yes.
Ah, I see they have a new contributor here, a lady columnist. Yes, somebody with a definite flair for the English language and the use of words. She's a sort of agony aunt, you know, a cross between Evelyn Home and Godfrey Wynne, with just a touch of Beverly Nichols for good measure.
Yes. Auntie Phyllis.
It's a lovely name, isn't it? It's so reassuring and confident, isn't it, Auntie Phyllis? Of course, it'll be a nom de plume, you know.
See, this first letter's quite interesting, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Listen to this. Dear Auntie Phyllis.
Oh, that's very good.
There's more, dear. I am a woman of mature years and of some standing in the community, serving in a responsible position on several local bodies. Now, I wonder who that could be.
Yes, I wonder.
Anyway, however, listen.
Yes, I'm listening.
Through a misguided sense of duty, I have allowed myself to share my home with a somewhat older woman of unfortunate disposition and imperious temperament.
Well, I think it could almost be me writing about you. Carry on there, carry on.
Yes. I am constantly belittled by my ill-tempered companion, ordered about, and generally used as a doormat.
Sounds awful, doesn't it?
What should I do? Signed, Oppressed Stacton.
A truly sad case. You see, one never really knows how the other half lives, does one?
No.
No. And what does Auntie Phyllis say she should do, this woman, you know?
Well, I must say the advice seems very sound.
Oh, does it?
Auntie Phyllis says, Dear Oppressed, my advice is simple. Stand up for yourself, stand by your rights, and above all, make your presence felt.
It's a lovely style. It has just that hint of Patience Strong.
Very sound advice, too, I think.
Do you think so?
Yes, I do.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you think so. It's very gratifying indeed. I wasn't going to tell you, but I think I can now let you into my little secret.
What secret?
I'm Auntie Phyllis. I'm Auntie Phyllis.
You?
Yes. My column.
You wrote this?
Yes, page 7. That's
Auntie
me.
Phyllis?
Yeah.
Hilda Brackett, you deceitful baggage. I knew you were up to something, and I was right. So this is what it was all about. Well, I am going to take your advice, Auntie Phyllis. I'm going to stand up for myself.
Exactly, dear. What do you say?
I'm going to make my presence felt,
Exactly.
Auntie Phyllis.
Exactly. What are you doing? Don't hit me with your bugle. Yvette, please, don't hit me with your bugle there. Yvette.
Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Vicar. Good morning, Joan. Good morning, ladies.
Morning, darling. Better, you see, the limp's gone.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I might just have your attention for a moment. Oh, thank
Excuse me, Stacton Bugle.
Oh, certainly, dear.
you. Ready for you now.
You can take one of these later, dear.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with your permission, I should like to call upon the president of the Old Stacton Society to perform the unveiling ceremony. Dame Hilda Brackett.
Thank you, Vicar. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow historians, members of the Old Stacton Society, this is indeed an historic occasion for Stacton Trestle. Almost 2,000 years ago to the day, Queen Boadicea herself, forgive me, Queen Boudica herself may have gambled and frolicked on this very green. Today we remember her not simply as one of the great daughters of Stacton, but as the very symbol of British womanhood, patriotism, and courage. Well done. On this special occasion, we must all give thanks to the skill, nay, the genius of my colleague and oldest friend for many years, Dr. Evadne Mona Montpellier Chetwell Hinge, who has given freely of her time and talent in selflessly creating the masterpiece I am about to unveil. When you see the statue, I think you will find that I myself have not been without influence when it comes to the matter of the finer points. It is, of course, a matter of conjecture as to what Queen Queen Boudica actually looked like. But I think you will recognize here the face of a truly remarkable woman. So, without more ado, who sadly can't be with us today, it gives me very great pleasure to perform this unveiling ceremony. Thank you.
What's wrong with mine?
You're my kind of ladies, by golly you are. You're the dearest of dear ladies, by far.
I wonder if he's married.